What would you think if I told you that there are animals capable of surviving in space? Or creatures that can regenerate entire body parts? Animals that hit as fast as a bullet? Or that they have senses so advanced that they seem like real superpowers? If these beings appeared in a superhero movie, we would probably think they were pure fiction. But they are not. They exist. They are alive. And they inhabit the same planet as us. Nature has spent millions of years honing extraordinary abilities so incredible that, compared to human capabilities, they seem like authentic supernatural powers. Today you will discover some of the most surprising animals that exist. Creatures capable of doing things that no human being could achieve. Get ready to meet the true superheroes of nature. Let's start with one of the absolute champions of survival. The tiny tardigrade. Also known as water bear. At first glance it seems harmless. It measures less than a millimeter. But he has abilities that defy logic. It can survive temperatures close to absolute zero. It can resist extreme heat. It can withstand radiation that would instantly kill a human being. It has even survived direct exposure to the vacuum of space. When conditions are too dangerous, it enters a state of suspension called cryptobiosis. Your metabolism practically stops. It can stay that way for years, and when the environment improves, comes back to life. If there were a competition for the toughest living being on the planet, the tardigrade would be one of the leading candidates. Now let's travel to the ocean. There lives a creature capable of delivering one of the fastest blows in the animal kingdom. The mantis shrimp. Its attack is so fast that it generates cavitation bubbles. When these bubbles collapse, they produce a small shock wave. The speed of his blow can exceed 80 km per hour in a fraction of a second. The strength is so impressive that it can break extremely tough shells. Some specimens have even cracked aquarium glass. But that's not all. They also have one of the most advanced visual systems on the planet. While humans have 3 types of color receptors, they have many more. They see a world we can't even imagine. Most living beings age. They are born. They grow. And eventually they die. But there is one fascinating exception. Turritopsis dohrnii. Popularly known as the immortal jellyfish. When you face extreme stress or physical damage, you can reverse your biological cycle. Instead of continuing to age, it returns to a youthful stage. It's as if an adult can transform back into a child. And then repeat the process over and over again. It doesn't mean it's impossible to kill her. But it does have a unique ability to escape natural aging. For centuries, humans have dreamed of walking through walls. Geckos do it every day. Geckos have millions of microscopic structures on their legs. These structures generate extraordinary adhesion forces. Thanks to this they can walk on glass, climb ceilings, and move across seemingly impossible surfaces. The most surprising thing is that they do not use glue. No suction cups. No special liquids. Everything happens thanks to physics at the molecular level. Imagine being able to disappear in front of another person's eyes. That's exactly what the octopus does. Octopuses can change color in a matter of milliseconds. But they can also change the texture of your skin. They can imitate rocks, corals, sand, and other animals. Some scientists consider them to have one of the most sophisticated camouflage capabilities on the planet. Seeing an octopus practically disappear before your eyes is an experience that is difficult to forget. When we think of speed, we usually imagine racing cars, but there is an animal that vastly surpasses any human movement without technological help. The peregrine falcon. During a hunting spree it can exceed 300 km per hour. Some measurements have recorded even higher speeds. This makes it the fastest animal on the planet. Its body is perfectly designed to withstand extreme forces. Its vision is so precise that it can locate prey at enormous distances. It is a true high-speed biological machine. Humans can heal wounds. But if we lose an arm, it doesn't grow back. The axolotl can do it. This extraordinary amphibian has impressive regenerative capabilities. Can reconstruct entire limbs, parts of the heart, nervous tissue, and even segments of his spinal cord. Scientists have been studying it for decades, because understanding its mechanisms could revolutionize regenerative medicine. Do you think you are strong? Some beetles would lift loads impossible for us. The horned dung beetle can move hundreds of times its own body weight. If humans had similar proportional strength, we could lift entire trucks. These little insects are true champions of relative strength. While we rely mainly on sight, bats use another strategy. Echolocation. Bats emit high-frequency sounds. When the waves bounce off nearby objects, they return to your ears. Thus they create a kind of three-dimensional map of the environment. They can detect tiny insects in complete darkness. It's like having a built-in radar. Some animals generate electricity, and none is as famous as the electric eel. This fish can produce discharges capable of incapacitating prey and predators. It uses electricity both to defend itself and to navigate in murky waters. It's an ability that seems straight out of a superhero comic. The reaction speed of some insects is extraordinary. The praying mantis can capture prey in just a few thousandths of a second. Their reflections are so fast that they are often invisible to the human eye. It is a perfect jacket designed by millions of years of evolution. Let's finish with a less visually spectacular power, but equally amazing. The smell. Gray wolves have extraordinary olfactory abilities. They can detect tracks at enormous distances, identify specific individuals, and obtain detailed information simply by smell. For them, the world contains an amount of invisible information that we can never perceive. When we think about superpowers, we usually imagine fictional characters. Beings capable of flying, regenerate, move at incredible speeds, control electricity, or survive extreme conditions. But the reality is that many of those powers already exist. The difference is that they belong to real animals. Creatures that evolved over millions of years to become true biological wonders. Nature doesn't need special effects. You don't need futuristic technology, because his most extraordinary creations are already here. And they are much more surprising than we imagine. Which of these animals seemed most incredible to you? The tardigrade? The mantis shrimp? The axolotl? Or the immortal jellyfish? Leave it in the comments. And if you are passionate about the mysteries of nature, science, and the most extraordinary animals on the planet, subscribe to join us on our next adventure. Because on Earth there are still creatures capable of challenging everything we believe is possible.